Football Performance and Science Department at Aspire Academy is structured to place a player at the core of all activities, supported by 7 specialised units working in integration. The central philosophy is player-centric, meaning that every decision, intervention and strategy is designed to optimise the individual development and performance of the student-athlete. Our department boasts a truly global workforce with staff recruited from top professional clubs and federations across 22 countries. This international reach allows us to handpick world-leading practitioners, bringing elite expertise to Aspire to ensure the highest standard of support for all our players. At Aspire, our methodology is grounded in the performance cycle that drives our activities on a daily, weekly and monthly basis. The process begins with assessment, followed by collaborative analysis between football, performance and medical staff. This data informs a tailored plan at both the squad and individual levels. Players then train with the specific aim of improvement through continuous reassessment, interventions are measured, adapted and the cycle repeats. Throughout the season, we collect objective data to monitor and optimise player performance. Regular anthropometric and body composition assessments give us key measurements such as body weight, height and skin folds. 3 times a year, we conduct comprehensive physical assessments. Power output is measured through the counter-movement jump, paired with a detailed analysis of movement technique. In sprint analysis, we go beyond traditional speed metrics such as maximum velocity by profiling each player's output at every step throughout the 40-metre run. Running speed analysis is also conducted, and to make these sessions more competitive and engaging, results are displayed live in a podium-style format. Additionally, technique analysis is delivered and applied to guide future running mechanic interventions. Finally, we measure maximum endurance capacity to complete the performance profile. All this information is continuously analysed and used to tailor traditional programmes to each player's individual needs, ensuring optimal development and performance throughout the season. Data provides the insight, but a unified plan drives the outcome. Following the analysis phase, our football, performance and medical departments align to construct a single integrated roadmap for every player. These strategies are formalised 3 times a year during our professional development plan meetings, where we define holistic, short, medium and long-term objectives. During daily staff meetings, this process stays dynamic. While our long-term vision is maintained, we monitor the players daily and weekly to ensure the immediate path evolves with the player's adaptation. Full-time student athletes follow an intensive schedule of 7 training sessions from Sunday to Wednesday at Aspire before joining their club for weekend competitions. Morning sessions primarily focus on individual development, addressing football, performance or medical needs. Afternoon activities are dedicated to football development, with additional physical work provided when necessary. On and off the pitch, live feedback enabled by high-end technology is a key component of our methodology. Through our partnership with BlindOff, we have launched a new era of gym monitoring powered by AI-driven computer vision. The eGym system recognises a wide range of exercises, tracking sets, repetitions and providing technique feedback along with many other advanced features. Technique analysis is also applied to running mechanics on the pitch, delivering instant feedback to players. Thanks to a unique kicking analysis system which is composed of 15 force plates and 8 high-speed video cameras, players can improve their set-piece technique through live biomechanical insights. To monitor training load in real time during session and matches, all players wear GPS devices daily. These devices are co-developed in-house through a strategic partnership with Fit Together, a FIFA-preferred tracking system provider. Together we are working to develop a high-end product offering centimetre level accuracy and the smoothest end user experience. After each session, players report their perceived effort via the I'm Aspire app, another tool developed in-house to streamline feedback and data collection. Following the training phase, we conduct reassessments to measure the efficacy of the intervention. This data determines our next step: continue with the current program or adapt the training. The Aspire journey begins at 8 years old, with players attending one training session per day for 4 days to introduce fundamental skills and foster enjoyment of the game. The focus at this level is on developing essential football-specific motor skills, with an emphasis on coordination and body awareness to create players who move efficiently and with control. The conclusion of this stage marks the critical selection point for the elite program. To ensure this decision is objective and data informed, players undergo their first comprehensive physical performance battery at the age of 12. By leveraging performance centiles derived from our in-house research, we can model and project each player's physical trajectory for every age benchmark up to 18 years old. Concurrently, a wrist X-ray is performed to assess skeletal maturity. By applying validated algorithms from our in-house peer-reviewed literature, this radiographic data allows us to accurately calculate the player's predicted adult height. Only late maturing players will be reassessed on a yearly basis until they reach normal maturation status. At level 1, players begin to experience a true high-performance environment as they enter the elite program. At this level, the main focus is on enhancing skill acquisition and movement literacy. At this age, the most common injuries occur when players fall to the ground. To prevent forearm or wrist fractures, we emphasise fall mechanics, teaching players how to fall safely and confidently, reducing fear of ground contact. Based on qualitative assessments from the 40-metre sprint, we begin working on running mechanics, progressively exposing players to multiple maximum speed efforts. During level 1, we also introduce strength familiarisation, guiding players towards mastering specific movement patterns. Emotional control development is another key aspect at this stage, supported by live neurophysiology feedback and structured breathing techniques. Data from research conducted at Aspire with Qatar-based players indicates that the typical growth spurt occurs at around 13.6 years of age, placing players at this stage at greater risk of injuries. For this reason, players' height is assessed monthly to identify when they are approaching their peak height velocity. Alongside the height assessments, players undergo monthly weight measurements to track longitudinal growth. This data is converted into a body mass index profile to contextualise physical development. Players falling above the 85th centile or below the 15th centile are flagged for targeted education sessions to support body composition optimisation. We also run workshops to help players own their development. They learn to interpret their performance data, accurately report wellness and RPE, and feel their bodies for optimal growth. An example of the workshop is nutrition during Ramadan. We help level 1 players navigate fasting and the high performance for the first time, teaching them how an athlete's Ramadan balances religious observance with the body's physiological needs. Level 2 focuses on athlete construction for players aged between 15 and 16 years old. The focus is on building a strong physical foundation to support advanced football performance. During the athlete construction phase, we increase the demands on endurance work, applying a structured load progression whilst gradually raising intensity and complexity. We also focus on improving deceleration skills and refining technique to ensure safe and efficient stopping mechanics. Change of direction technique is another key objective at this stage, emphasising agility and control during directional shifts. Strength development and progressive loading in the gym help build a solid physical foundation for future performance. Morning sessions focused on individual needs are a strong example of individualisation in our methodology. Rather than organising sessions by teams, we group players based on their specific requirements, enabling greater focus and attention to detail. Player growth and maturation remain key factors at this stage, particularly for under 15 players. Since these players are post-peak height velocity, their hormonal profile supports muscle hypertrophy, enabling a transition to a more advanced program focusing on player specialisation. This includes an additional strength session compared to the previous level, where we begin applying progressive overloading to develop muscle mass and enhance strength capacity. On the pitch, the goal is to progressively increase the training load, always monitored via the live GPS system. To achieve this, player-specific day-type analysis is implemented, ensuring that players are exposed to higher loads within their individual capacity and boundaries. At level 2, once players are post-peak height velocity, our mindset shifts from growth monitoring to performance composition. This means we increase our monitoring frequently. We track body mass weekly, while skin fold assessments move to a flexible 2 to 6 week cycle, depending on the player's specific scores and goals. Ultimately, this data is what allows us to prescribe highly individual nutrition and conditioning interventions. This leads us to our nutrition focus, fueling as a professional. We focus heavily on decision making for games and travel. Our objective is simple: total autonomy. We want to empower the player to make independent, effective fueling choices, whether at home or in a multi-game tournament overseas. The end phase of the Aspire journey marks the player specialisation stage, where athletes follow a programme tailored to their specific playing position demands. Level 3 focuses on player specialisation, aligning training with the specific demands of the game. we implement position-specific endurance work to replicate the physical requirements of match play. Players are progressively exposed to maximal speed efforts, focusing both on frequency and total distance covered. Alongside, football-specific strength training is emphasised to enhance power and resilience in game situations. To enhance player specialisation, training demands should align with competition requirements using match-based data as a reference for precise training prescription. To achieve this, individual player benchmarking reports are generated and applied daily to tailor training loads to each player's specific needs. Recovery strategies and monitoring become crucial at this level as competition demands rise significantly. Using our state-of-the-art training facilities, players engage in bike activation and postural work to aid recovery. In-water sessions include underwater mobility, running and stretching exercises. Contrast baths, alternating between hot and cold water, along with wave pool relaxation, are also utilised to maximise recovery and enhance overall player readiness to compete at the highest level. Sleep is a crucial component of the player's recovery process. Findings from 3 studies conducted at Aspire revealed that players often experience insufficient and inconsistent sleep, a challenge that tends to worsen during the holy month of Ramadan. To gain a better understanding of players' wellness status, daily questionnaires are completed via an app, providing information on sleep quality, fatigue and muscle soreness. At this level, hydration status is rigorously quantified using urine analysis. Reports are immediately created for both the coaching staff and the playing squad. These diagnostics directly inform the creation of bespoke hydration strategies. At this level, we verify adherence to bespoke matchday strategies, specifically auditing carbohydrate intakes to guarantee fuel availability. This data is synthesized into post-match and longitudinal seasonal reports, providing players and staff with objective feedback on fueling and identifying targeted opportunities for performance enhancement. While the Academy maintains a food-first philosophy, we recognise the increased physiological demands at this age. Consequently, a supplement strategy is integrated at both the squad and individual level. These interventions are provided to optimise the performance and accelerate recovery. Ultimately, our aim is to support the development of world-class players to realise Qatar's ambition to succeed on the global stage.
On every street, upon a ball, I went through her to my feet. Hit every discotheque and ask it puppy.